Okay, let's create a view model. So we're going to be working with MVVM on Maui. And first thing you got to do if you're going to be working with the community toolkit, you have to go to the Nugget packages and at least download these two. So there may be more packages, but we're going to be using these ones in this tutorial. So let me just go over this. This has to be a partial class because you're actually using some methods from this community toolkit, and you must have this observable object. So this is basically a class from the toolkit. So you have to inherit from there, as you can see here. And after you do that, you're gonna have to implement these properties as observable properties. So these are coming from my model, which is my customer model, and I have ID, first name, last name, and an image. So I have to have those properties as well here. Notice that they are lowercase, and notice that I'm gonna have a list, or let's say an observable collection of whatever I want. Let's say I wanna get all the elements with the first name and last name and images. So I'm gonna have all of those contained in a list. So I'm gonna hard code a list in a method called getCustomers. This is going to get stored in this observable collection. So let's scroll down to the method. So I'm gonna have this method here, getCustomers, and I hard coded these three records. So I have monkey one, I have Mr. Monkey, and monkey 3. So I have some images as well. I got those images from the tutorial from Microsoft. And what I'm doing here is basically adding those records to a new list. So the all customers is an empty list here. So basically I'm getting the records from here to this new list. And then I'll retrieve those records in this customers observable collection. And this is what I'm passing in the constructor. So if I come here, this is the same customers. And these customers, when we're using the community toolkit, is basically this one here. So notice that's why we have different, here is lowercase and here is uppercase. So sorry, it's this one with this one. Okay, so basically that's everything we're gonna be doing. So as soon as I open the application, this is gonna trigger this method and it's gonna give me this observable that I'm gonna be able to read from the XAML view. So let me just set a breakpoint there and maybe another one here just to check what's going on. We're not gonna be using this part here, and we're not gonna be using this one either. So basically this tutorial is to show you how to create a view model that's going to get some data. So you can get these customers from a service, from an API, from a JSON, from somewhere else. But for the sake of this example, I'm just hard coding three different records. and that's it. So let's go to the main view. So this is the main view view model, right? The main view model, sorry, and I'm gonna go to the main page. And I decided to have a collection view. So first of all, just make sure that this part you have actually what you need. So you gotta tell the framework some sort of title, where are your views, your view models. So notice that I'm calling my view model uh, from here. So I got this folder where I have my view models. And then because of that, I'm able to talk to the view models. So I'm gonna bind this to the customers. We hover over, you'll notice that this is an observable collection that is coming from here. Okay, and because this observable collection, now it has these properties referenced, I can access whatever I want. So let me just go back to the view. Now I can say, all right, I want to bind the image to my image URL. Then here I'm just gonna take first name and the last name. So remember, they're coming from a customer model, but they were already transformed here. So I got this here, and I convert this to be an observable collection. This is also coming from the toolkit. And let me just put this back so we can test it. All right, I'm just gonna run this on Windows. I'm not gonna use the emulator because it's giving me some issues now. Let me just go to this customers variable, which is the observable collection, and I can see that it has my monkey one, and it also has my Mr. Monkey and Monkey 3. So the object actually has the values that I'm trying to call. Okay, let's step over again. And there you go. So you got the image, and then you got the name, image, name, image, name. So notice that I'm using this collection view for this part. Yeah, I could change this for monkey list or something like that. But that's pretty much the example for this. So I'm able to bind these properties, and if I want to say customer ID, for instance, that's one of the other properties that is contained in the observable. Let me just run this again, and we should be able to see that. So there you go. So you got the ID 1, 2, 1, and you got a different name for this title. Okay. All right, perfect. So that's how you guys can work with view models in .NET Maui. and just make sure you're working with APIs. You get this data in a different way, but you're gonna be able to map it and to display these values here on the page. Remember to have similar names. So if you got main page here, maybe you will have a main view model. You want to create a new one. Let's pretend that is new main view model. So I'm gonna have new main page. That's basically the convention. And if I go to the app.xaml.cs, for now I'm not doing any dependency injection or anything. So I'm just gonna have this commented out, and let me just analyze something else here. So this is the apps shell .xaml. So this is basically triggering my main page right away, because this is a simple example. That's what I want to do. Okay, let me just go back to the view model. And the models, yeah, it works pretty much in a similar way than any other application. You could have these values just to map these. They could be coming from a database as well. And that's it. Okay, guys, I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.